Archangel Michael says I order you to open this right now, and I speak to you as the one who sees the end from the beginning, the quiet hours and the crowded rooms, the searching heart and the unseen battles that have pressed against your door. This will happen in your house tonight, and my messenger is trying to alert you by begging for just 20 seconds of your attention, because 20 seconds is enough to turn a tide, to close a door to what is dark and open a window to what is holy, to lift your gaze from fear to faith, to let the wind of my spirit move through your home like a calm that understands storms. Do not skip this. I am here, and I am not late. I am here, and I know precisely where it hurts and what you have not said aloud. I have watched you carry the weight of unsent messages in your chest, the little flinches when memory brushes past you in the hallway, the way you tuck away hope like a folded letter in an old coat pocket, promising to read it later when the mood is right. I have seen you read signs in ordinary things, a flicker of a bulb, a soft creak, the way your name appears on a screen at just the right moment, and I tell you now that your sensitivity has not been foolish, it has been the rising of your spiritual hearing. Tonight is not a night for dread, tonight is a night for decision. Tonight is when I draw a line around what belongs to you and say, this is mine, and I will defend it. There are whispers that have tried to camp in the corners of your rooms, whispers that say you are overlooked, whispers that say the warning is only anxiety, whispers that say nothing will change, and I answer those whispers with a louder truth. I have set watchmen over your thresholds, and my angel stands with a drawn line of light. Do not be afraid of the hour, it belongs to me. Do not be afraid of the unknown, I am already within it. What will happen in your house is not a catastrophe, it is a revealing. What will happen in your house is not a loss, it is a cleansing. What will happen is a realignment so your steps match your calling, and you stop paying rent to fear for rooms you will never enter. Archangel Michael is at your door with a gentle firmness that will feel like a strong hand on your shoulder, a clarity that slices through confusion without cutting your heart. He is not arriving to accuse you, he is arriving to escort you. He will move with you from room to room in the sight of your spirit, not with thunder, but with instruction. He will show you what to let go and what to hold, where to place your words and where to simply stand. He will set the atmosphere like someone opens a window after rain, letting the air be new and the walls remember sunlight. If you feel a sudden quiet, do not fear the quiet. If you feel a sudden urge to breathe deeply and touch the doorway with your hand, do so, and know that your touch is agreement and your breath is welcome. 20 seconds. That is all I ask you to give me when you feel the nudge tonight. 20 slow seconds to put your hand on your heart and say, I choose light. 20 seconds to stand at the doorway that worries you most, every home has one, and say, peace, enter here. 20 seconds to breathe and allow the fear to drain like water leaving a basin. Your house will remember these seconds. The walls will remember your voice. The floor will remember your steps. The bed will remember your rest. And the unseen will remember that you chose me when it counted. There is a matter that has tried to grow in the shadows around you, a conversation half finished, an intention that was not purely formed in your favor. I will not let it finish its sentence. Tonight I am cutting it short. The plan that was supposed to arrive in fragments of worry will not complete its circle. The call that was meant to draw you into a net of explanation will find itself without power. The idea that said, "You must hurry or you will be lost," will meet the one who holds time in his palm, and the clock will bow. No hour can bully what I bless. No threat can stand in the place where my name is spoken with trust. You have thought that protecting your home required grand gestures, but protection starts with permission. Invite me. Not with fear, not with frantic words, but with the quiet authority that I have placed in you. Walk slowly through your rooms tonight, if only for those 20 seconds in each place, and say what is simple and solid. Say, only peace lives here. Say, only truth speaks here. Say, only love dwells here. You do not need to wrestle the dark, you only need to turn on the light. And the light will embarrass the dark until it leaves. I have assigned to you a sweet heaviness of blessing that will begin to settle even as you read. It feels like relief that does not need a reason and certainty that does not require a map. It will not be loud, but it will be immovable. From this blessing will rise unusual focus. You will notice that the small distractions which once carried you away like leaves on a stream will simply pass by as if they forgot your name. You will look at the tasks that have waited too long and find a new kindness toward yourself, not a pass to procrastinate, but a permission to begin. The blessing upon you tonight is also a beginning blessing. It gathers the scattered pieces and says, "Let us start now." In the small hours, do not be surprised if you wake and feel as if someone whispered your name kindly. That will be my care brushing against your awareness. Do not be surprised if you think of a person you love in heaven and feel an ease about them. No one who is in my presence is in danger, and the peace you sense is a gift to you. Do not be surprised if a memory of a closed door comes back but without its old sting. I am sanding the edges so you can hold your past without injury. I am rewriting how your heart remembers, so the recollection becomes testimony instead of a trap. There is also a provision entering your life that you did not earn with your worrying. It is the kind that arrives out of season just to show you that seasons obey me. A message will arrive that breaks the stalemate in a practical matter. You will recognize it because it will carry simplicity, not performance. It will not demand that you pretend to be someone else. It will confirm what your spirit has been sensing, and even though others may call it sudden, you will know it is the slow mercy finally visible. I am already in that conversation preparing the hearts that need softening, the schedules that need opening, the signatures that need courage. In the hallway of your home, I am anointing the path you take between rooms. Hallways are where decisions become motion. As you pass through, let your shoulder brush the wall, and imagine your prayer painting it with calm. These little acts are not superstition, they are alignment. Alignment is not noise, it is agreement. When you agree with me, you do not make something true, you enter the truth that already is. Your agreement tonight will turn the key that your fear could not find. Where you felt confined, you will feel placed. Where you felt lost, you will feel assigned. Where you felt empty, you will feel reserved space filled with purpose. I am also removing a voice that has been too loud in your inner world, a voice that learned your patterns and tried to mimic concern while smuggling in accusation. You do not owe that voice more meetings. You do not owe it longer explanations. You owe your peace the kindness of a boundary. Tonight I will teach your tongue the language of gentle no's and your feet the art of standing. The first time you speak the boundary, it will feel like a fragile glass. The second time, it will feel like a window. The third time, it will feel like a door you can open and close with ease. The more you practice, the more you will discover that love flourishes within truth, and kindness grows where clarity has been planted. If you hear a small sound tonight that would normally jolt you, breathe and treat it not as a threat but as a bell calling you to speak blessing. Say it softly, and mean it, bless this house. You can add, if you wish, bless those who have blessed me, and even, have mercy on those who have harmed me, because mercy disarms the memory of harm. Forgiveness tonight will not reward injustice, it will free your hands from carrying what is not yours to carry. I will attend to justice, you will attend to peace. And see how quickly the air clears when your hands are empty enough to receive. There is someone connected to you by care, family by blood or by choice, who will feel the echo of what I do in your home. They may message you out of the blue with a kind line or a needed apology. Welcome it if it comes, and if it does not come tonight, do not doubt the process. Not every seed breaks the soil at the same hour, but once planted in warmth, nothing stays hidden forever. Your decision to host peace becomes their permission to hope. Your refusal to be governed by fear becomes their map out of anxious roads. You have been standing between two ways of being, the one built by reaction and the one built by revelation. Reaction always assumes the worst and spends a fortune preparing for it. Revelation listens first. Revelation believes that what is true will stand when the wind passes. Tonight I am ushering you into revelation. I am teaching you to look and see, to listen and know, to act and rest. You will stop apologizing for your discernment. You will stop translating your intuition into softer words so others will be comfortable. You will speak with calm, and calm will feel like authority, not like retreat. The angel is not coming to inventory your mistakes, he is coming to close the windows your fear left open. He will show you where the draft has been stealing your warmth and how to latch what you thought was broken. He will nudge you to tidy the small pile that has disturbed your focus. He is not shaming you, he is making room. He will stand near the place where you most often sigh and invite you to breathe differently, long and even, until your chest is a lake again. He will hover by the doorway that feels like a corridor of old echoes and place a new song in your mind so the echoes lose their script. If you need something simple to do, fill a glass with clean water and set it on a table where you can see it. Let it remind you that clarity is available. If you need something gentle to say, place your hand over your heart and say, I welcome what is for me, I release what is not. If you need something steady to practice, take 10 slow steps through your home and count them with me, and know that with each step I whisper a name over you: loved, kept, guided, provided, strengthened, calmed, loosened, lifted, focused, sent. You will sense before you see. You will feel the room exhale. You will notice that you are not checking the time as often, because heaviness no longer marks the minutes. You will find that your appetite for old arguments is gone, as if you tasted them again and discovered they were always bitter and never necessary. You will feel an honoring of your own life, not the vanity that scrambles for applause, but the sober gratitude that finally belongs to you. And you will sleep differently, not because nothing remains to be done, but because you are no longer the only one doing it. I am with you. I am working while you rest. I tell you this about the immediate path: a doorway of opportunity will not arrive dressed as opportunity. It will arrive as a small, reasonable next step. It might be a conversation that felt too ordinary to matter, an email you nearly ignored, a form that seemed like bureaucracy but becomes the hinge of a day. If you meet it with patience and steady honesty, you will marvel at what opens behind it. Be faithful in the small, because the small tonight is a seed with a lavish future. Be gentle with yourself, because gentleness is the oil that loosens stuck places. Be slow to declare endings and quick to bless beginnings, because beginnings are everywhere now. There is also a matter of timing that I am rearranging on your behalf. Something that always ran ahead of you will stop sprinting and find its place beside you. Something that lagged behind will catch up without demanding breath you cannot spare. You will experience the relief of alignment, as if invisible rails were laid under your plans, and the rattling you grew used to stops. From that quiet, you will hear yourself think again, and you will like what you hear, because what you hear will not be fear's opinion of you, it will be my voice naming you capable, choosing you on purpose, trusting you with the next page. Tonight, while the world imagines that nothing is happening, heaven is busy in your favor. While the world counts the darkness, I am counting the candles you did not even know you lit, every stray kindness, every time you chose not to curse, every moment you stayed when leaving would have been easier. I am weaving those small fidelities into a cloak of favor, and I will place it on your shoulders quietly. You will notice how conversations change around you, how closed faces open, how the right words reach you at the right time. Do not reject this favor by calling it coincidence. Let it be what it is: my hand, ordinary and miraculous, steady and near. The adversary of your peace has tried to convince you that you must earn every drop of rest. I say to you, rest is not a prize, it is a natural condition when fear is evicted. I will teach you to live unstartled. I will teach you the luxury of an unhurried no and the power of a well-placed yes. I will walk you into rooms that once humiliated you and let you be unbothered there. I will bring to you the people whose eyes carry the same light I am putting in yours. You will know them because standing with them feels like standing in a clean room. You will know them because you do not need to shrink to be safe. Keep your doorways blessed with simple words. Keep your mirrors kind with honest eyes. Keep your hands ready for small tasks that become golden when done with love. Keep your phone a servant, not a master, and you will discover that the messages worth answering arrive when you are most present. Keep a corner for quiet in your day, even 5 minutes will do, because 5 minutes multiplied by my presence becomes a sanctuary. Your house is not just walls and a roof, it is a testimony I am writing with you, a place where the weary who visit find themselves breathing better and not knowing why. If the night brings a tremor of old fear, remember the 20 seconds. Stand, breathe, bless. If the night brings a sign too subtle for others to notice, notice it and smile. If the night brings nothing at all and your rest is easy from start to finish, do not think I forgot to arrive. Sometimes my best gift is ordinary peace. Tomorrow will carry the fragrance of what I do tonight, and you will find yourself thanking me for things you cannot fully explain. That is not naivete, that is trust wearing shoes. I am drawing a new boundary around your thought life, a soft fence that keeps out stray worries and lets in the bright animals of joy and focus. Past disappointments will try to jump the fence, but they will land on grass that no longer recognizes them as masters. You will revisit a memory with me and watch it return to its proper size. You will look at a name that once made your stomach fall and feel the ground hold firm beneath your feet. This is the healing that dignifies you, not erasing your story, but giving you the pen again. I am speaking to your sense of timing with gentle authority. You are not late. The delay you despised protected you. The detours taught you how to steer in weather. The encounters you lost were not yours, and the door that shut loudly was a kindness you will thank me for without gritted teeth. You do not need to punish yourself for surviving. Let the self-judgment rest tonight. It is not a teacher, it is a tired guard who can go home now. Grace will keep the watch. Mercy will handle the paperwork. Peace will turn off the lights when it is time to sleep. The angel at your door carries a simple script: protect, reveal, align. Protect what is tender in you so it can grow into strong kindness. Reveal what is harmful so it loses its disguise. Align what you do with who you truly are in me, so you stop living split between your calling and your coping. You will feel this in small decisions: what you say yes to, what you decline, what you delay without shame, what you prioritize without apology. The cumulative effect will be breathtaking. Others will call it maturity. Heaven calls it freedom. And when you notice that you are humming while you clean, or smiling at a small thing that once annoyed you, know that the shift has taken root. When you notice that your home sounds different, the silence less heavy, the everyday noises friendlier, know that the atmosphere has been changed. When you see yourself in the mirror and your first thought is gentler, celebrate that miracle, because self-kindness is not indulgence, it is a doorway through which all other kindness flows. I will close with a promise you can carry like a warm stone in your hand. Tonight, what needed to end will end without spectacle, and what needed to begin will begin without fanfare. You will not need to force it. You will not need to announce it. You will only need to notice and agree. My presence will make your home feel like a place that knows how to hold you, and your heart will respond by opening the windows of your life to fresh air. Archangel Michael stands guard not for a moment, but for a passage, and you are walking it now. Give me those 20 seconds whenever you feel the nudge, and I will give you back hours that feel like sunlight after rain. Give me your doorway, and I will make it a gate of peace. Give me your night, and I will give you a morning that does not apologize for its brightness. Do not skip this. You have already begun. I am here, and I will remain, and when tonight closes, it will do so like a book that has written your name on a new chapter, and the first sentence is simple and strong: loved, protected, guided, and ready. I see you standing in the doorway at night, listening to the wind fold itself around the trees, counting the quiet between one distant bark and the next. I see the way your breath shortens when the engine hush settles at the curb, when the same shadow slides into the same space for the third night in a row, like a question refusing to move. I have watched you pull the curtain with careful fingers, your heart speaking in the old language of thud and tremble. You do not imagine things. You are not weak. You are not dramatic. You are awake. I have given you a spirit that notices, a spirit that discerns, a spirit that feels the faintest shaking in the threads of your life. And tonight I put my voice into that noticing. I am not far. I am not indifferent. I am here. You say, Lord, what is this? Why this car, why this watching, why this heaviness that sits like a stone behind my ribs? And I say to you, you are seen from more than one window. Heaven watches over you with light and love, and the earth watches at the edges with curiosity and envy and unsorted longing. A mystery has gathered around your days, because I have been weaving and unveiling, and when unveiling time approaches, even those who don't know why they're drawn will hover. Do not misread your own story. This is not the night of your ending. It is the beginning of your exposure, exposure as in sunrise bleeding into a room, exposure as in roots coming clean out of the soil so they can be washed and replanted, exposure as in names finally being said aloud that once stayed locked inside teeth. You are not prey. You are the main character of a chapter one have been writing in the dark, and I am turning the page. Inside that car sits a person whose face you would recognize if the dome light flicked on for even a heartbeat. Yes, they are from your years, woven through your memories like a soft thread that never quite broke even when you thought it did. There was a junction in your past where paths forked, one toward honesty, one toward advantage, and someone chose advantage while speaking the language of loyalty. You felt this, but you did not have the proof then, so you carried the feeling like a hot coin in your pocket, burning through fabric yet not visible to others. That coin will be shown now. The proof you lacked will arrive without you needing to hunt for it. I am not sending proof as revenge. I am sending proof as release, proof as a key that fits the lock of your throat so that the words you swallowed can finally step out into air. Listen to me, I do not reveal people to humiliate them, I reveal people to heal stories. This person in the car has been carried forward by old choices, living on the interest of what they took from you and convincing themselves it was nothing, a small thing, just a rearrangement that life would correct later. Life did not correct it, because they never brought it to the light. And so the weight has rolled forward, and now, when your season of rising has come, the weight sits on their chest when the sun goes down, and they circle the block and park where the lamplight does not fully touch, and they think about knocking but they dread the door. They remember the faded envelope. They remember the time they said your name in a room you were not in, and how the room bent around that name. Their face is in their hands. Their timing is in mine. You have asked me for great things and thought I forgot the small things. But the small things are the knots that keep the fabric from lying smooth. You want the new job, the new house, the new tenderness that doesn't bruise or take. Yes, these are coming. But I will not fasten new doors on a frame that is crooked. I straighten the frame first, even if it means you hear the old wood groan. Do not fear the sounds of correction. Do not fear midnight footsteps. Do not fear the pause before the apology or the silence before the confession. The silence is not an emptiness, it is a cup I am filling. You will drink from it and be steady. When you step back from the window and pace the hall and think, should I call? Should I text? Should I announce that I see them? Know this, I have the conversation scheduled. Your part will not exhaust you. Your part will not drag you back into labyrinths of explanation. Your words will be few and clear. Mine will do the weight lifting. I will give you a sentence that lands like a lamp placed on a table, simple, steady, throwing light into corners without smoke. You will say it, and the room inside that person will either open or close. If it opens, you will witness something miraculous, the dignity of truth entering a face that has practiced deception so long its muscles forgot how to rest. If it closes, do not chase. Closed doors keep. I have other routes for your blessing that do not require their hands. You say you are tired of testing and of messages that say, soon, and of the sensation that your life lives in parentheses. Hear me, the parentheses end here. This week, I speak it plainly, I will move the parentheses off your days. You will not have to defend your seriousness. You will not have to rehearse who you were to convince anyone of who you are. Reputation is a garment I am washing while you sleep. You will wake and find it laid across a chair in sunlight, warm and without the old smell. Do not explain the laundering. Wear it and walk. There are other eyes on your life as well, eyes of those who never sat in cars and waited but who scrolled past you and felt the hot sting of jealousy, eyes that measured your laughter and found it too much, eyes that touched your name without reverence and whispered it through the teeth of boredom until it lost shape. I retrieve your name now. I place it back in your mouth clean. Speak it over yourself the way I speak it, beloved, set apart, not an accident, not a side note, not an almost. You are a whole sentence in my grammar. You are not disposable ink. The third night was necessary. 1 night says coincidence, 2 say curiosity, 3 says choice. The pattern matters. Patterns reveal loyalties. Patterns reveal fears.